Peace to you. I hope this finds you well. It's been a long time since I've opened with that. I don't know that I have on YouTube here, but that was always my opening on TikTok, which I still miss desperately. I'm Uncle JJ. That's what they started calling me on TikTok, so that's what I go by, Uncle JJ. And what you're looking at is the opposite of a dirty old man. I think we all know stories of these lustful old men who still think about women in such a way. And after 28 years of marriage and a divorce, and there was about a year after that, but I have been celibate, completely celibate, since 2008, I believe it was. And the reason for this video is, even as a celibate individual, or maybe because I've committed to celibacy, maybe because I really have to say something. Why does my weather girl look like a combination of a game show model, who shows the prizes? She's a cross between that and a high-class hooker. Why does my weather girl have to look like that? I tuned in to know about the weather, and even though I've been celibate for so many years, even though I'm distracted by what she is wearing. I tried to find in the Quran just now, I wish I knew the book completely, but anyway, I tried to find in there, men are a degree, God has given men a degree more than women, or something to that effect. There's a verse, something. There are a number of verses about women, and the rep that Islam has gotten about treatment of women. I'm not. This isn't what I'm talking about. But I was curious about the degree more that God has given women, given men, and I think that women, by my weather girl dressing as she is, and they all do it, by the way. It's not just one, because I'll go from channel to channel. I just have antenna, so I'm going from the major channels here in the New York area, and they're all dressed. It's distracting. And the question is, why are they doing it? Isn't it because a man is asking them to do it? Or perhaps is it because they've grown up in a world where they think that that's what they have to put out there to get the attention of men and women, I guess. But I was just watching a fellow talk about, he went to his niece's volleyball tournament and a game, and he didn't understand why they had to have those short volleyball pants on instead of gym shorts. Why is it that in sports, in women, a lot of it in women's sports, it's all showing the body? It's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful, and I almost can't help myself but to be drawn by it. But women, what are you doing to yourselves? Seriously, what are you doing to yourselves? You're presenting yourself in such a way that when you, I don't understand, when women get dressed in the morning, they don't look in the mirror, and some of you, and think, wow, I look pretty hot. Well, if that's what, I'm sorry. It's disrespectful, and it causes problems. When we were raising our daughter, there was a phrase in the house that we used all the time that I don't know if I got it from a situation comedy or what, but I adopted it, and it became, it was a through line in raising our daughter, and that line is that men are pigs. Men are pigs. You can, I mean, it's just amazing how we are led by our sexual desires. But women, please, if you have respect for yourself, present yourself in such a way as to be a person first, not something to draw a man's attention in. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying, I don't mean any disrespect. I raised a daughter, and that helped me quite a bit. Not enough at the time, but quite a bit to realize the things that made up my psyche and the things that I was allowing myself to give into. But at this point in my life, next month I'm turning 70 years old. At this point in my life, I'm telling you that I just was in YouTube, because I don't have TikTok, just in YouTube here. And I wanted to see about the Grammys last night, because I thought I understood that Trevor Noah was going to. So I put in Grammys, and Beyonce with her award shows up. But what I don't know about you, but what I see is Beyonce showing up. What the heck? I don't even follow this new music at all. I don't. I once in a while something will slip in that is catchy, but I don't follow music at all. But I saw the poster for the cowboy thing, for Beyonce's cowboy thing, album or what. Is the music that good, or is this part of the package that you bought into? Do you understand what it's disrespectful. I don't know about, the whole idea of covering a woman from head to toe. That to me doesn't make any sense. But there needs to be, I'm sorry, there needs to be a degree of modesty and respect, women, for yourselves, thus showing respect for the world. I'm not asking you I'm asking you to be modest. Just as I raised a daughter, and now my daughter has had a daughter. And I would want my granddaughter to grow up to have that degree of modesty. You want to be judged by the shape of your body? Really? That's important to you. Well, I can tell you this right now. When you get to be 70 years old and you go to take a shower and you look down, you think to yourself, whose body is this? It's not going to last. What lasts is the people that we become. I am the opposite of a dirty old man. I want to see people respect each other as people. And please, don't get me started about this pronoun thing. I heard Tig Notaro use a line. She said she heard an old fella say, as far as the pronouns, he says, I'll call you whatever you want to be called. I had to look up when it was that I learned about pronouns, and I think it was it's 4th or 5th grade, so I'm like 9 or 10. And now at 70 years old, I'm supposed to engage, what do you identify with? What are your pronouns? I will address you as you want to be addressed. I don't know anything about pronouns. Peace.